Hey everyone, I'm Amanda. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am going to show you in this video today how to pitch bend on the flute. Now, pitch bending is a really cool extended technique that you can do in pieces that call for it, like the piece May by Fukushima is a very beautiful example. But basically, when you want to pitch bend, there are three-ish different things you can do to accomplish the actual bend. And I'm just going to throw it out there as a warning. In no way at all are these things good for your embouchure. We're basically going to purposefully sound bad, but we're also going to sound cool in the process. So let's get into pitch bending. All right, so the first thing that is going to help us pitch bend is rolling our head up and down. Now, this is something that normally when you are just playing in band and just trying to play in tune, you're not going to want to use your face to adjust the pitch. That is not something we want to do. The main reason why is because it causes our intonation to change, but in the case of pitch bending, we want to change the intonation. So you can go ahead and just play a note, maybe like a low, I'm going to play a low A, and bend your head up and down and see how that changes the pitch. So I'm going to demonstrate. Let me turn to the side so you can see better. Now, do you see how my flute is actually rolling in and out? You can also accomplish this by moving your flute, but I prefer to move my head because that feels better than moving my wrist. When I move my flute, I'm moving my wrist and then my wrist gets irritated and I don't want tendinitis in my wrist, so I'm not going to do it. So that's the first thing, moving your head up and down. Now, the second thing we can do is adjust the speed of our air. So you can actually do these two things together. Faster makes the note sharper, and then slower air makes the pitch flatter. And if you, let's say that you roll your head down, and at the same time you slow down your air, then you are going to pitch bend more. So I don't know if you noticed I went a little bit lower that time than I did the first time because I was slowing down my air more. Again, that is not something that you want to do for good intonation. You want to keep consistent air pressure, but use it to your advantage with pitch bending. Okay, and then the third thing that helps us pitch bend is our embouchure. So we've talked about the head, we've talked about the air pressure, and now we're going to tighten and loosen. So when you tighten, the pitch changes. You hear how it goes up when I tighten, pull back, and when I relax and go forward, it goes flat. So try that on its own first. It doesn't change it as much, but coupled with changing the speed of your air and moving your head might work pretty well. So you can use all of those things to your advantage to pitch bend. Now, if you're wanting to pitch bend on piccolo, I think that the pressure of the flute against the face also, of the piccolo against the face, plays a role and helps with that. But those are the three things that you need to in order to pitch bend. Okay, so I thought I would just take a second to recap and then also let you know if you're still having some problems getting a good pitch bend, there are some strategies you can try. So we'll get into that in just a second. So to recap, 3 things that help you pitch bend. 1, moving the face up and down. You're basically hinge rotating on the top of your neck. 2, the speed of your air. Fast makes it sharp and slow makes it flat. 3, your embouchure. Tight makes it sharp, and relaxing makes it flat. Now, I know some people out there that have really good flute tone and teach and whatever are probably going to come after me and say, hey, don't do all of those things. They're not good habits. You don't want to like encourage people to tighten their embouchure and all this. I don't know. The way I see it is if it makes a cool sound and you're trying to make a cool sound, I think that it's okay to throw out the rule book and just do what sounds good. That's just my personal opinion. So strategies to help you pitch bend if you're still having trouble. One thing to keep in mind is that if you feel like you're unable to pitch bend as much as you want to, maybe you're too rolled in. So if your head joint is too rolled in, then you can't roll in anymore, if that makes sense, right? So my embouchure setup is pretty standard where like I'm covering only about a third of the embouchure hole with my lips. So I have room to roll in if I need to for a pitch bend. So that's one thing you can try is rolling out. The other thing you can try is pitch bending up before you go down. So let's say that in your piece you have to do like a C pitch bend down. So it'll sound like, okay? You can make the pitch bend more cool sounding by pitch bending up a little bit. So make this C sharp and then go down. So we're basically like increasing the amount of time it takes for it to go flat by making it sharp at the beginning. So instead of just, I'm gonna do, see how it like took longer and then it drew more attention to it? That's just one thing you can try. Okay, so that's pitch bending for you. Let me know how this works for you. And if you want me to record more extended technique videos, I'm definitely happy to. I already have one on flutter tonguing, which you should check out if you need help with flutter tonguing. And that's about it. Again, if I haven't mentioned it yet, you can download my warm-up exercise, play along. So if you want to find out all of the warm-ups I do, you can also do some of the warm-ups pitch bended if you want to practice that a little bit more. The link is down below, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!